They're recycling artwork. Not impressed. But one thing that is cool about this set is rather than splitting things up across 1,000,000 volumes, check this out. 5-disc set. Not to mention, they finally got sane with the number of episodes per disc. There's only 8 episodes per disc. So it's 40 episodes spread across 5 discs. That's the way to do it. So inside, no more inserts, but you know, this is great. I mean, look at this. This is beautiful. None of the discs touch each other. They're all in their own individual sides of a tray or in the case or whatever. It's great. Beautiful set. Too bad the cover sucks. But beautiful set. Okay? Now, Season 5. Season 5, they finally started putting some effort into the artwork. Look at that! They made it look like a pizza box. Now how cool is that? You know? That's great. That's more like it. That's giving the turtles the respect they deserve. So let's take a look here. It slides out. Okay, and you got this plastic case. It's very nice, protects everything. Alright? Then you actually take the pizza box off the back. This is just sort of a base for it, so it stands up more or less the same height as the rest of the volumes. And there you go. So Season 5 was 18 episodes, and they spread it across 3 discs. So even better, 6 episodes per disc. Thank you. In case you're wondering, I checked the bitrate on these. They're around, they hover around 6,000 kilobits per second. That's more like it. Now, let's take a look here. You open up the pizza box and check that out. Okay, so then you slide this out. There's just a little bit of cardboard in there as padding. But then inside you have the pizza box, and each there's that same picture of Raphael again. God, just get rid of it. Do a new picture. There you go. You got 3 different kinds of pizza. How cool is that? Now, aside from the little recycled picture of Raphael, which we've seen 8,000 times by now, this is great. This is a really classy set. You know, it's a nice little digipack. And everything, once again, all the discs are, they don't touch each other at all, and they've all got their own protective, you know, spot in the case. And it's great. And they made it a pizza. Like, come on, how cool is that? So that's great. So when fans saw this, they thought, oh, Lionsgate has finally got it right, and they're giving us the kind of set that we want. Or are they? Well, it seems when they get one thing right, they screw something else up. Because Season 5 was actually not just 18 episodes long. If memory serves, it was actually 21 episodes long. And there's 3 episodes missing. Up until this point, they had had every single episode complete, uncut, in their original form. You know, quality was kind of hit and miss depending which volume you're looking at. But at least all the episodes were there and complete. Season 5, for whatever reason, okay, there was 3 episodes that were broadcast as primetime specials. There was some kind of time travel story that the title eludes me at the moment. And then there was also one called Planet of the Turtleoids, which was a 2-part story. Later shown in repeats as 2 parts, but originally broadcast as an hour-long special. Now, those were left out of the Season 5 set. So fans thought, well, you know, you can still save yourselves by putting it in the Season 6 set. They did not put it in the Season 6 set. That said, we'll get back to that in a moment. The Season 6 set looks beautiful. Look at that. Finally, new artwork. Brand spanking new artwork made to look like one of the old Archie comics, or, you know, Turtle Adventures Archie comic series, which is great. So they're just like exploding out of the comics page. How cool is that? And then on the back, they got little comic booky sound effects and such punctuating the descriptions. So that's very cool. Very cool. And they got 16 episodes on there. And once again, nicely protected and separated spread across 2 discs, so 8 episodes per disc. And there you go. Very nice. Very nice set. This originally came with a cardboard slipcover, much like Volume 1, except I sat on the fence about getting it for a while because I was focusing on other things at the time, and I missed out on getting the slipcover for it. I should mention most of the other releases had slipcovers of some kind as well. Like, for example, this one originally had a plastic cover with like a raised version of the artwork on it, but unfortunately that was never available in Canada. A lot of these volumes, for a long time here in Canada, all we had was Volume 1. And it wasn't until just a couple of years ago that the rest of the volumes came out, and now we get them as they come out. But, so that was kind of frustrating. So here was the thing, okay, they skipped some episodes in Season 5, so fans thought, well, maybe they'll put them in the Season 6 set. Because, for a very specific reason. In Season 6, there's a story called Return of the Turtleoids. Okay. So presumably if we're looking at the Return of the Turtleoids, we must have seen them somewhere along the line. Did I blink and miss it? No, they just didn't include the original appearance of the Turtleoids. So basically there's this gap in the continuity of the series now because they skipped those episodes. Now the thing is, fans bombarded Lionsgate with emails asking them what the deal was. And the only thing I heard was they gave some excuse like, oh, we couldn't find them. It's like, oh, come on. Give me a break, you couldn't find them. There's any number of solutions that you could have done. First off, all of those episodes, all 3 of them were released on VHS back in the day. At the very least, you could have dug up the old VHS tapes and done it from those if you can't find the original masters. I mean, at least then we'd have the episodes. Maybe not in as nice a quality as the rest of the episodes on the set, but at least it would be complete. Fans would not complain. We just want the complete stinking set. Yeah, so, anyway. Rant over. But it's frustrating. I mean, I'm sure as fellow Turtle fans, you understand where I'm coming from on that. And it just seems like they cheaped out as far as even trying to get a hold of those episodes. TVShowsOnDVD.com even contacted them, and I contacted TVShowsOnDVD.com asking about it. And the response I got was that they did not respond. TVShowsOnDVD.com responded to me and told me that they'd contacted Lionsgate and got 0 response. Like, not even an acknowledgement of the question. There was just nothing. They were completely ignored. And it's like, oh great, they're ignoring TVShowsOnDVD.com, probably the single site where they're going to get the most exposure prior to the actual release of the set. And yeah, so it stands to reason they're sure as hell not going to listen to the fans. So that's unfortunate. So now, of course, just I think this past week, we saw the release of Season 7. Now Season 7 is exciting because it's 28 episodes, so it's one of the longer seasons. And it's unfortunately once again been split into volumes, so it's been split into 4 volumes. But unlike Season 3, which was released several months between each volume, all 4 volumes are being made available simultaneously. Here, let me just cover my face with screenshots and you can take a look at them. So this is the 4 volumes. Let's let you take a look at them. It's pretty cool. Now this is being put out as a special 25th anniversary edition because, of course, as I mentioned in the last part, this year is the 25th anniversary of the original appearance of the Turtles in the comic books. So there's a lot of Turtles-related stuff coming out this year. This is one of them. So Volume 7 is the special 25th anniversary collector's edition. And as you can see, when you put all 4 together, it forms this beautiful panorama of all the Turtles leaping from the rooftops into action. In addition to that, you probably noticed there's a limited edition little action figure that comes with each volume. So definitely worthwhile for collectors. So it'll be nice to finally have, well, Season 7, but also in this beautiful collector's package. So that just leaves 3 more seasons, and then we'll have almost the entire Ninja Turtles cartoon on DVD, the original series. And the hope is, I think the general consensus among fans and what we're sort of thinking is going to happen is that hopefully by the time they finish releasing all 10 seasons, they will have found those 3 elusive episodes and put them out on like a special, like a single disc edition or something, like call it Ninja Turtles The Lost episodes or something like that. And then if they put it out on a single disc, then we can just take that single disc and slot it in between seasons 5 and 6. And thus, continuity will once again be reestablished, more or less. I mean, that's not exactly where those episodes fall into the continuity, but you can quite comfortably slot them between seasons 5 and 6, watch them in that order, and you probably won't experience too big of an interruption there. So, that's it for part 2, and I think I've been rambling for a very long time, but that was a hell of a lot of stuff to cover. But why not? It's the 25th anniversary of the Turtles. I think it's okay to go a little deluxe on, in that case, don't we? Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to give my voice a rest, and then I will see you folks in part 3, which we're going to talk about the new Turtles cartoon, the 2003 series, the one that you either love, hate, or are completely indifferent about. See you then, folks. Until then, thanks for watching, and sayonara. Hey, how's it going? I have to be kind of quiet because everybody's sleeping, but I was just editing the previous episode and this episode, and I realized I forgot to mention something kind of significant. Extras! Are there any extras on the set? I'm sure you're wondering. Well, volumes 1 through 6 are bare bones. Zilch for extras, it's just the episodes. The only extras you get really are on the first set where they have the 4 bonus episodes from season 10. Other than that, bare bones all the way. I mean, quite frankly, given how many episodes they crammed onto each disc, I don't think there was any room for anything. However, with season 4 and onward, they've been putting extras on them. So, here, on the season 4 set, you have some pretty cool extras, some interviews with some of the voice actors. You have the, it doesn't actually tell you the names of the voice actors. I apologize, I don't know them off the top of my head. But it does tell you the voice, it has an interview with the actor who played Slash, the evil turtle, and also has a voice, an interview with the actor who played the Shredder. Now, I will tell you something. The actor who played the Shredder really blew me away when I saw this interview. You know who it was? It was the guy who played Uncle Phil on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yep. Uncle Phil was the Shredder throughout the entire series. And yeah, and he has some great stories to tell too. He said they just had a blast doing it. And then finally, as a final bonus, they have a recipe for a cowabunga cheese pizza fit for a Ninja Turtle. So there you go. So you got interviews with 2 of the voice actors and a pizza recipe. There you go. Some quality extras there. Then season 5. Season 5 is a pretty exciting one in terms of extras. It has a couple of featurettes about Usagi Yojimbo and Baxter Stockman, so it kind of gives retrospectives on those characters and their various stories throughout the series. And then it has a featurette called The Turtles, a Ninja-tastic Look Back. Now, on the back of the box, they don't really tell you much about it, but I've watched the extras on this, and the Ninja-tastic Look Back is a fantastic documentary that no Turtles fan should be without. Why? Oh, no particular reason, just it features interviews with all 4 actors who did the voices of the Turtles. Yeah, you finally get to see what they look like, and it's pretty cool. And they have lots of cool stories to tell, too. A lot of them are long-time cartoon and just general voice acting veterans, and it sounds like they also just had a blast doing the show, and they have a lot of stories to tell, and it's just incredibly entertaining to watch them talk and reminisce and joking and laughing. It's great stuff. So, I haven't watched season 6 yet because I haven't gotten up to that far, but it looks like season 6 is back to bare bones, unfortunately. And I don't know off the top of my head what's on the Season 7 set, although I know the Season 7 set does have some pretty deluxe packaging and whatnot, with the 4 covers that link together, and then of course the action figures, and yeah, so beyond that I don't know if there's any other extras on there. I'm sure I will tell you once I get it. So anyway, that was my little addendum to the 87 to 96 series Ninja Turtles DVD Disambiguation review thingy. See you next time.